What is going on, guys? We are back with this episode 11 of this WWE SuperCard series. Before we get into anything, I just want to say a massive shout out to all you guys for almost 400 subscribers, guys. The support on the videos recently have been insane. And yeah, guys, I just really appreciate that. Guys, I'm going to leave this link in the description down below. Go check out my buddy. He's made good content, and you know what? He deserves a little bit more recognition. So if you guys can go check him out, just leave him a follow, subscribe to his channel if you like his content, and let's get into this episode. So we are halfway through this road to glory. We've got 2 days, about 12 hours left, about 11 hours and 50 something minutes, 30 something minutes should I say, and we are currently 110 points into Randy Orton. I don't think I'm going to be going further than Randy Orton, guys. It's going to be a little bit hard. I'm already struggling a little bit with my deck at Randy Orton. As you guys can see, I have a pretty powerful deck, the top half, so once he gets to JBL, my deck does kind of, you know, it's not the best of decks. So we're just going to autofill, see if we've got any upgrades. Bit of a change around here at the bottom. I think Mark Henry was max, so he was swapped with Randy Orton. So Mark Henry is my second best epic. So we did get Mark Henry from the Road to Glory, and we did max him. So we have had some pulls, and we did manage to max Mark Henry. We still haven't maxed the ultra rare pro Randy Orton, but that's not of a big fuss. But at the moment, the only thing I'm liking about Road to Glory is the 6 pulls. Everything else is just boring, guys. I'm not gonna rant, I'm not gonna go on and on and on, but I'm just not liking how slow the gameplay is. So I'm not gonna play Road to Glory at the moment because I've still got 2 days and whatever left. So tomorrow's episode we will be getting Randy Orton, or maybe even today's episode. I know I promised a double episode a couple of days ago, but it's currently 3 o'clock now. If I could push an episode out later tonight, I'd happily do so, guys. I've done it before. I've done it I think twice already, so if I can get another episode out for you guys, I will. So getting into this first game, we've got charisma. That's perfect for the Hogans. No doubt about it, we're going to win this. And guys, I see it too much. Stop proing your cards wrong. Come on. Silver stars are not good. If you see a silver star, you've messed up your pro. Don't do it, guys. Come on, don't do it. So, getting into this game. Oh, God, that's a perfect pro. Oh, that is a nice card. I like that card. But we got Jimmy Uso. Yeah, we're going to finish it off. We're going to destroy his Dolph Ziggler. And we're going to take that game with a 1-0 win. The only thing, 2-1 win. The only thing I'm not liking about Road to Glory, as well as it being slow, is the board, man. Why does it take your board down so much? I don't want to be playing for legendary cards, because if I get a legendary card, I'm going to be happy, obviously, because if I get a pro, I'm going to be pumped. But then it's going to reset my survivor, like, progress. I don't like that. I really don't like that. I think your Road to Glory deck should be based on your exhibition deck. There's too many cards in it for you to like be limited, so I'm not liking that. That's another thing I don't like, because if someone's got like a legendary deck, they're not gonna have 12 legendary cards to be able to get a flipping survivor to improve their deck. So at the moment, you're basically playing for a card worse than your deck, because obviously my deck is better than a Randy Orton. I know I've still got legendaries, but don't forget, guys, I've got the WrestleMania page, I've got the Hulk Hogan, I've got the Fusion Pro Jimmy Uso. So basically I'm going for a card that's not really benefiting me, so I'm not really liking Road to Glory. But you guys will see the progress on People's Champion. Let me know in the comments down below who you think the People's Champion is, and also, guys, what is this new thing that SuperCard are teasing us about on Twitter? I honestly think it is a NXT mode, and I think they've got the Sami Zayn on the card, just to trick people thinking it's a Sami Zayn card. But the championship, like, diamante thing around the top of the card, as you can see, like, with my mouse, I'm just trying to do, I'll do it on the card. So if you look on the card on Twitter, if you haven't seen the card already, I would get a picture up. But on the side here, around the POW, they've got like a diamante sort of thing. Do you know what, on the W, on the championship belt, they've got that, and also underneath they got the wrestling like line that matches like the W, as you can see next to it. But I think honestly it's an NXT championship mode or something along them lines, or maybe a new heavyweight championship mode, or whether it could be. I think it's a new mode. I don't think they would hype this much about a new card. Also, it's got a Frozen theme about it. I'm not too sure what that's about. I wouldn't say I know what that's about, because honestly I have no flying clue what that could be about. But hopefully we see soon. It is Friday today, so it's either going to be released today or a couple of days time. I don't think they will drag it out for a lot longer, because if it is a crappy card, then people are going to get a little bit pissed off if it's just Sami Zayn. Because at the end of the day, we've waited this whole week, and for it to just be one card, that's a bit of a piss take, to be fair. But on 2K side, they did this with Bret Hart, but let's be honest, Bret Hart compared to Sami Zayn, yeah, I don't think you can compare Sami Zayn to Bret Hart. So let's get on with this episode. We get Titus O'Neil here, and guys, I'm just hoping that it is a good card or a new mode. If it's a good card, I wouldn't mind, but at the moment it is looking like a new mode. The card is very different. It has like a yellowish goldish tint to it, and it does look like an NXT card. So hopefully they are implementing NXT superstars, because my theory is, remember on Raw a couple of weeks ago when Kevin Owens said people forget that NXT is part of WWE? We are playing WWE SuperCard, there's not many NXT people in it, and I think that was a little hint. So maybe I'm right, I don't think I am, but there was a little bit of a hint going on there. That sounds like there was a little bit of a hint going on there, should I say, but you know, maybe it was, maybe WWE playing smart, seeing who really takes notice of what people say in Raw. And that's just my, like, 2 cents. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I couldn't tell you. I have no information whatsoever about what's going on. Nothing at all. So that's just what my thoughts are. Hopefully it is a new mode, because it is just going to get stiff and boring if we are just constantly playing People's Champion, Road to Glory, People's Champion, Road to Glory, People's Champion, one King of the Ring, another King of the Ring. It is going to get a little bit boring, plus you're just going to keep getting the same rewards. People are just going to get bored of the game, so hopefully it is a new mode, because they need to keep this game lively, because it's not like Ultimate Team on FIFA, where you can change the cards every year, because they are basically the same people. But at least with FIFA, people transfer, people get better, and there's not really ratings on these cards. They're pretty much just based around the same area. So yeah, that's really just really what I think about what's going to happen. I'm hoping that there is going to be a new mode. The next NXT mode will sound good, where you can get NXT cards. So NXT Becky Lynch, like NXT Kevin Owens, NXT Dolph Ziggler, like all these old NXT superstars that maybe have come up to Raw. But still, they were a part of NXT, so maybe they'll give more shot at divas, because they do need more divas in the game. There's not many divas in the game at all. So I think that'll be a good way to implement more divas into the game, and also a good mode, because I'd happily play for NXT cards, because the NXT cards will be rare when they're first released, just like WrestleMania Fusions will be. And that's one thing, people are saying it's WrestleMania Fusions because it has the same stats as a WrestleMania card, but guys, any card can have the same stats, and the way you level it up can be different. So that can go for 1,300 to 5,000, you never know. I'm not sure if they could do that, but it could be just a sort of way to mislead you guys, because people are thinking they're WrestleMania cards, but I honestly don't think. I think they're a new type of mode, but if they raise the card higher than a WrestleMania card, they would be very, very, very overpowered, guys. You gotta think about that. If they raise it too much over a WrestleMania, people will get into WrestleMania plus plus. So you gotta think about that as well. So they don't want people going into WrestleMania plus plus before the fusions are released. So I think this is a new NXT tire. I think that it will be a new NXT mode, and I do think there will be the same as a, you know, the same as a WrestleMania card or a People's Champion card, but NXT, because at the end of the day they do need a little bit more mixture, because I remember when the game was limited at Legendary, now we've got Survivor and WrestleMania. So I do think there will be another NXT mode, but like I said, guys, they can't overpower it too much, and they won't make it under WrestleMania, because it will have no appealing. It won't be appealing to anyone that's in WrestleMania. So if they make it as the same as WrestleMania, it keeps the game steady. They're still not WrestleMania plus plus, so it leaves them open for fusions, and then it opens another branch for them to do fusions for these NXT cards. So guys, that's just what I think. I think there's a new NXT game mode and a new NXT tire coming. I may be completely wrong. Hopefully I'm right, because it would be nice seeing an NXT tire, because like Kevin Owens said, NXT is still a part of WWE, and people do forget that. So when people were saying Kevin Owens won his first WWE match against John Cena, they were wrong, because Kevin Owens has beat multiple people in NXT, and people forget that NXT is actually a part of WWE. So guys, we're just going to wrap this episode up here around 10 minutes. So hopefully you guys like the length of these episodes. I don't want to blab and blab too long. so then you guys have, like, you can keep up with the series, because I know a lot of people do upload a lot longer episodes, and I don't want to be spiteful. I want you guys to be able to see everyone's episodes, just so you can grind to everyone, just so you can have fun to everyone. I like being fair. I'm not gonna make a 40-minute episode so you can just watch me. If you want to watch me, watch another couple of other YouTubers. Like I said, I'll leave a YouTuber's link down below, another few episodes you could check out. Make sure you do check him out, leave his support, I'd really appreciate it, guys. Also, one more time, massive thank you for almost 400 subs. We are currently at, I think, 395, which is insane. That blows my mind, guys. Just 395 people. It don't sound like a lot in figures, but imagine 395 people standing in front of you watching your videos. That is crazy, guys. So thank you very much for that. Guys, this has been your boy Toxic Wave. Smash the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. This has been your boy Toxic Wave. I'll catch you on the flip side, and peace.